Cisgender is a descriptor, it's not a slur, and if you think it's a slur or in any way insulting, then you're just a spineless piece of shit, and I'm not going to entertain you or anything that you have to say, and you're quite frankly pathetic. New C slurs just dropped. It's great. We did not have enough C slurs, so there's a new one. Elon Musk has decided. Post from Matt Binder. Today, a right-wing ammo manufacturer threatened a doctor that Joe Rogan and Elon Musk went after on Twitter over the weekend. That account wasn't suspended, but Elon Musk proclaims that using, quote, cis or cisgender will get you suspended on his, quote, free speech platform. Now, that's a bit of irony, isn't it? Yeah, the free speech platform, right? Where we've pretty much opened the door to say whatever the hell you want, unless you're a leftist or you say the word cis or cisgender. James Esis, I think that's how you pronounce it, James Essis, says, yesterday, after posting a tweet saying that I reject the word cis and don't wish to be called it, I receive a slew of messages from trans activists calling me sissy and telling me that I am cis, whether I like it or not. Just imagine if the roles were reversed. Elon Musk says, repeated targeted harassment against any account will cause the harassing accounts to receive, at minimum, temporary suspensions. The words cis or cisgender are considered slurs on this platform. I think that was how he sounds. He sounds like an AI generation, honestly. Yeah, so we've reached this point. There is a new C slur. It is the cis slur. You may not say it with a hard R. You can say cisgender if you are not cis, like I am. But unless I give you the pass, you must say cisgender. So new C slur. We thought that
biscuit
was... Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I'm 1/8 Cherokee, so I can't say that. But we thought that the other C slur that refers to white people was bad. But now the C slur that refers to cis people is here, and we have to now differentiate between the C slurs, and it might get a little confusing, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, this is profoundly stupid. I don't agree at all that this is a thing. They want to be victims so bad. They want so badly to be the victim, man. It's crazy. Like, constantly. Like, it's just brain damage. They just have brain damage. Like, you've got to stop being the freaking victim all the time, man. I don't understand. For these manly men who are so convinced of their masculinity and how strong men are, right? And this dude, James, is just like, you called me cis. You called me cis. No, I'm a real man, damn it. I'm a real man. I'm a normal man, damn it. Not cis. It's really fucked up. Really not a good sight to see a man break down and cry over that. For those who don't know, who aren't in on the loop if you're watching this, the word cis is a scientific term that is the opposite of trans. It actually has scientific roots in it, and it makes more sense than gay and straight, quite frankly. I never understood why we call people straight and gay. I don't get that at all. Like, what do you mean straight? What's straight about straight people? There's nothing straight about straight people. Their minds are twisted. They're not straight at all. If anything, they're more not straight than gay people are. But I digress. That doesn't make it like that. Those two words as like opposing words, that does not make sense to me. Cis and trans makes perfect sense. You know why? Let me show you. Cis trans molecules. We learned this in good old fashioned chemistry class in college, okay? You may have even learned it in high school. We got cis molecules and we got trans molecules. Got it? So cis simply means you can see the active groups are on the same side. Trans, the active groups are on opposing sides. See that? That's all that means. Cis and trans, all right? You've switched sides. You have transitioned, okay? Cis is the opposite of that. It is very straightforward, but they don't like that for some reason, and now they're whining about it. It's a transgender. It's a trans agenda. I learned it in college, mainly O-Chem, which gives me PTSD. Oh, O-Chem. Oh, fuck. O-Chem was terrible. O-Chem was terrible. I passed the class with a 56%, if that says anything to you. That was considered a B-. That's how hard it was curved. It was really bad. Straight like their penis. Hey, my penis isn't straight. Enough on that. I don't know. Like, it's just, very interesting. So now we see these whiners just whining as they do. I don't get it, man. Elon Musk announced that he will restrict the term cisgender on Twitter, declaring it a slur. It's a recycling of anti-gay tactics, which declared straight a slur. It's just so funny. It's so ironic. Like, the platform of free speech does not allow you to say terms that just mean something. It just is a descriptor. It would be like if he banned the term white. Like, oh, you're calling me white too much? Well, I can't say that anymore, right? Like, it's just a descriptor. In fact, I would actually posit that white is closer to a slur than cis is. You know why? Because white, the term white, takes away your individuality as like an actual culture that you're from. White culture doesn't exist, okay? White people are an amalgamation, like a big gigantic melting pot mixture of whatever people consider to be light enough that we can accept you as white. It used to be that Germans weren't considered white, the Irish weren't considered white, even now Mexicans weren't always considered white, and some of them still aren't, but there is a group of like white Mexicans now. They're considered, or sorry, not Mexicans, Hispanic people. White Hispanic people now, right? They're light enough skinned that that white people now have, or white supremacists have considered them, you know, one of us, right? Which is, you know, interesting. But they have to do that because there's an ever shrinking amount of people that they can consider white based on current standards. Like, it's always changing. I got way off topic, but I really honestly do think you could make a better argument for white being a slur rather than cis. Not that I think white is a slur. I still think that's a descriptor. But if we're just being consistent here, right? Is the Daily Loud chuds because what I have seen from them seems chud-like? I think they are. I think they come off in a neutral way, but they're chuds. That's right, white culture is literally the stealing of culture in effort to proclaim superiority. Yeah, it is funny that the two types of white person that I am not used to not be considered white, that I am used to not be. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, I'm mainly German origin. We were considered swarthy, like before Hitler, obviously. German people were considered swarthy. They weren't white enough to be considered white people in the United States. Well, now, after Hitler, there's a whole group of people who think the Germans are the master race. So it's all over the place. There's no science to it. There's no real reality to it, but we got way off topic. Point being, cisgender is not a slur. If you say it's a slur, you're being really stupid. I've seen this argument also. They're like, people are like, well, it can be used as a slur. It can be used as a slur. I'm not saying it's a slur, but it can be used as a slur. And no, that's not how words work. A slur is a slur, okay? The F slur is an F slur because you are saying that you want to burn the person like we used to do with gay people and queer people, okay? That's where the slur comes. A slur has roots in something that is truly treating a person as though they are subhuman. That's what the point of a slur is, okay? I used to think that Karen is a slur. I no longer stand by that. I don't think that Karen is a dehumanizing term, okay? I think that's really the true test of what we consider slur with the full weight of that word, right? Are we dehumanizing somebody? So when we call people the N-word, we're dehumanizing them because that's what slave drivers would call their slaves. When we say the F slur, people used to burn queer people, right? Even the word bitch is kind of a slur, right? Because it's mainly aimed at women. And if you call a guy a bitch, you're calling him a woman, you know? In a way, I'm still going to say it, but, you know, it is absolutely a slur. The word retard, right? Kind of a slur. Let's be real, if you're from south or east of Vienna, let's say, probably not real white, and Jews, travelers, Roma, Sami, and Irish don't count either, why would you say that? Listen, I'm going to let you slide this one time, but that was fucked up. I'm just kidding, by the way. Thank you for evoking my whiteness. I am finally free. Congrats. But yeah, cisgender is a descriptor. It's not a slur. And if you think it's a slur or in any way insulting, then you're just a spineless piece of shit, and I'm not going to entertain you or anything that you have to say, and you're quite frankly pathetic. Oh, one more thing I want to add. The reason that they're trying to say that this is a slur is because they want to denormalize trans people. They're trying very hard to denormalize trans people, and so they've stooped so low. Nothing else has worked. People still say the word cis, right? No matter what they've tried. They've tried to remove it from our vocabulary, and they just can't do it. So now what they're doing is they're whining like little bitches to try to say, it's a slur, it insults me, no, you can't call me that, no, don't call me that, no, you can't do that, no, it hurts my fifis, no, so that you stop, and then when you ask them, okay, well, what do you want to be called instead, they're like, hey, call me normal, you're trans and I'm normal, you know, and then you just want to punch them because, of course, that is profoundly stupid. That's what they're trying to do. They want to denormalize trans people and make cis people like normal, quote unquote, right? You know, that's very purposeful. It's just cry bullying. It's pathetic. if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. You can join my channel membership at youtube.com/AlecGunther/TTV/join for only 99 cents a month. That's less than the price of a blowjob from your mom. You can be part of the channel membership program, and you will get early access content, as well as a sweet badge next to your name and exclusive emojis in the comments that nobody else gets. Thank you again, and I will see you all in the next video.